Welcome, and thanks for stopping by. So, grab a bowl, a spoon, and some milk as we dive into this chocolatey General Mills Count Chocula action figure from Jada Toys. So, let's check out Count Chocula's packaging box artwork first, followed by action figure details here on Nerdmazing. The packaging is amazing, and this front cover is like getting the old school box of cereal. Someone turn on the Saturday morning cartoons now while I chow down on some chocolatey cereal. The top of the packaging has the Count Chocula cereal logo as well as a hanger tab on top, which I wish the tab wasn't there to continue on with the cereal box vibe, but I get that it's useful for display hanging purposes. The left side has the Count Chocula logo again, as well as the figure standing in front of the comic strip. The back of the packaging has this fun comic with the cereal monster gang together, enjoying a midnight snack. Feel free to pause the video to read the comic at this time. I know that Jada Toys released a Frankenberry cereal mascot as well. Fingers crossed with the other 3 cereal monsters in the future. The right side mimics the nutritional section of a cereal box, but instead of telling you how much sugar's in it, it gives you the action figure details of what's inside, which is a really nice touch from Jada Toys. Now the packaging front does open up, revealing an oversized illustrated face of Count Chocula on one side, which is very reminiscent of when you could cut these faces out from cereal boxes to use as a mask. Opposite of that, you can now see the actual figure with an alternate head and an oversized cereal box behind the clear plastic film. So let's go ahead and unbox this Count Chocula action figure now. So here's a Count Chocula packaging ready to go ahead and open up. I've already gone ahead and pre-cut it here at the bottom. Maybe you can see the tape. It's just right there if it gets into the light. But go ahead and open it from here. Flip open these cardboard tabs and pull the figure out like so. And as you can see, you get the figure, alternate head, and his Count Chocula oversized cereal accessory. And he's nicely done in a clear, form-fitted plastic sleeve. And he's got this really nice background art, if you can tell. Let me bring that up closer. Got a picture of his Count Chocula family, as well as perhaps a younger Count Chocula with his friends, Frankenberry, and what's the ghost's name? Booberry? Boo Ghost? Oh, I can't remember. This is this is bad. Oh yeah, it's Booberry. Okay, I can see it right down there. So that's awesome. I actually like this. This would be great to put the figure in front of him to pose with, keep as a display piece. So, all right, let's go ahead and check him out real quick. He's got a little bit of the tie straps here, as well as the torso, and here at the bottom. I don't think that there's anything else securing him beyond the form fitting. But let's go ahead and get this figure ready to check out. So give me one moment for that. Here is the action figure of Count Chocula already unboxed. You get the action figure, as well as the alternate head and the oversized cereal box. So, let's go ahead and check out the action figure first. Here's his front view, view from the side, back view, the other side, as well as view from the top, and view from the bottom. And as you can see at his feet, he has the holes for display stands. So, let's check out this figure's articulation, starting from the head and working our way down to the feet. With the head, you get a nice 360 spin, and he does have tilt down motion, as well as tilt up and from side to side. And if you can kind of tell, his neck does have some articulation. And the head comes off really easily. It's a ball joint, and you can actually take off the cape, which I'm going to do for right now to kind of show the neck articulation. And you can see, again, it goes from side to side. It's really nice, as well as tilting back and tilting forward with the head. For the arms, you get a nice T, really smooth. There is 360 rotation at the shoulders, so that's really nice. The elbows bend in really nicely, really smooth. Again, for both. The hands, nice 360 spin for both sides. And the wrists do bend in as well. They're a bit loose, so it doesn't take much to move them. All right. And just so you can tell, the shoulders, also another 360 spin as well on both sides. Now, there is no torso articulation. There's a little bit of give on the tilting, but that's about it. Most of it's going to come from the legs, which he can do the split a little bit, as you can see. The legs nicely can go into the front, as well as you can go and kick back to the backside. Now he has the upper thigh rotation, as you can tell with that little line right there. Again, same right here. The knees bend really nicely on this figure, very smooth. And with the feet, there is toe rocking, or I guess feet rocking, I meant to say, on both deals. And the feet point down as well as point up. So let me just put him back to reset, like so, and we'll just check out the accessories he comes with. That being the alternate head with a very happy and surprised, I guess excited, whoops, expression. I'll just hold him like that. It kind of rolls around. So really nice. And again, it just fits on that ball joint like so. Let me just show you real quick. Pop his head off and pop the head back on. And again, really nice. Put the head back on. And here is the oversized cereal box. Loving the design. It looks just like the front of the packaging. Just looks like the cereal you would find in the store shelves back in the 80s. And then you just flip it over like so, and you get that nice, fun Count Chocula illustration that's like a cutout mask. Let's go ahead and check out the size of this figure. The Count Chocula action figure is stated to be 6 inches tall, or 15.24 centimeters for my metric friends out there. Measuring the figure myself, it does come close to the advertised 6 inches. I placed the Count next to other size figures to give you a sense of scale. So let's go ahead and place this Count Chocula action figure on the spinner so we can check out more additional details on him and see what fun action poses we can achieve with it. I can't tell you how much I really like and enjoy this figure, as Count Chocula's appearance overall looks amazing. Both head sculpts look awesome, with the classic happy expression head that is used on the cereal box, which I feel works great for the figure as a standalone, to the excited facial expression head sculpt that is just perfect and goes great when the Count is holding the box of cereal. Now the cereal monster mascots have been drawn in different styles over the decade, but this version of Count Chocula is the one I know best as a kid from those 80s cereals commercials and grocery store shelves. The figure body matches the classics 80s look with this iconic high flip chocolate collar that goes around his neck. The torso and arm clothing look great for this character, but the hands seem a little off. There isn't anything wrong with them per se, but normally Count Chocula's fingers end in a slight point instead of being rounded as seen in this version, if I'm not mistaken. This was probably a design choice to make the fingertips rounded in order to help him grip the cereal box accessory and not scratch the artwork, as well as hurting the user's fingers with his pointed claws, which I completely understand. I have to say, Jada Toys went all out on the cereal box accessory, having it truly look like a cereal box from the 80s with its front and back design. Well done there. If you're enjoying what you're seeing so far and want to be part of the Nerdmazing community so you can stay up to date when new episodes get released, consider subscribing to Nerdmazing. Also, give that like button a click as it really helps out the channel. Plus, if you want to discuss this action figure with me, drop your comment below for me to respond back to. General Mills introduced Count Chocula as well as Frankenberry in March of 1971 to grocery store shelves, with other flavor cereal monsters coming out later. Count Chocula's full name is actually Count Alfred Chocula, which I had no clue until I saw it in my research. Count Chocula was originally drawn by the artist George Carn in the early 70s. He's also responsible for giving us Trix the Rabbit. So why did General Mills use monsters to be their mascots for this line of cereals? Well, you had popular entertainment in the 70s of old classic Universal monster movies showing up on TV, and the kids just loved watching these types of monster movies. Here's a fun fact if you can believe it, but the cereal monsters are actually the longest running cereal mascots to date. And don't worry, my Nerdmazing fans, this vampire only eats chocolate. Well, this General Mills Count Chocula action figure from Jada Toys was Nerdmazing and fun to showcase to you. I have to say, It really brought back a lot of nostalgic memories for me. Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any links to this figure on the Jada Toys website at this time, but you can still find this figure for sale on a variety of online websites for a very reasonable price. Here's one of my favorite parts of the Nerdmazing episode, and that's giving you a sneak peek of what I'm going to showcase next time. So you ready to see what that is? Well, are you? Well, it's going to be... It's Heat Miser from NECA. It's time to say goodbye to this year's heat wave in style, with a review of this hot-headed collectible figure. Do you want to check out more action figures like these? Or maybe these collectibles are more your style? Feel free to give one of these playlists a click when you're ready. Well, to all my Nerdmazing fans out there, again I say to you, be passionate in what you do, share your passion with others, and be kind to one another, as this world can always use more goodness in it. This is Adam with Nerdmazing, and I'll see you next time.